Emperor Qin Shi Huang, 259 BCE, Qin Shi Huang's darkest secrets, how the first emperor ruled with fear. What happens when a man wants to live forever, but ends up building an empire of fear instead? Today, we dive into the chilling story of Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. You might know him for the Great Wall and his terracotta army, but behind those amazing achievements was a ruler driven by deep paranoia, brutal violence, and a desperate quest for immortality. His reign shaped history, but it also came at a heavy price. Get ready, because the truth about Qin Shi Huang is darker and crazier than you might imagine. Chapter 1: The Scandalous Birth of a Future Emperor. In 259 BCE, a baby was born who would change China forever. His name was Zheng. Officially, he was the son of King Zhuangxiang of Qin and his wife Zhaoji. But rumors swirled even then. Some whispered that Zhaoji wasn't a noblewoman at all, but once a lowly concubine who had met Zhuangxiang while he was held hostage at the royal court of Zhao. Even worse, some said Zheng's real father wasn't the king at all, but a powerful chancellor named Lu Buwei. This cloud of scandal would follow Zheng for his entire life. When Zheng's father died in 246 BCE, the boy was only 13 years old. Because of his age, Chancellor Lu Buwei stepped in to rule until Zheng grew up. But Lu had plans of his own, and they were dangerous. Chapter 2: Betrayal and Bloodshed. Lu Buwei introduced Zheng's mother to a nobleman named Lao Ai. Lao Ai was chosen for a shocking reason. He was famous for his large, you know what? Soon, Lao Ai and Zhaoji had two sons together. Lao Ai wanted to replace Zheng with his own sons and take the throne for himself. While Zheng was away traveling, Lao Ai raised an army and tried to seize power. But Zheng, now stronger and wiser, crushed the rebellion without mercy. He executed Lao Ai in a brutal way, tying his arms, legs, and neck to horses that tore him apart. His two half-brothers were also killed, and his mother Zhaoji was placed under house arrest for the rest of her life. Lu Buwei was exiled, but even away from court, he lived in fear. In 235 BCE, he drank poison and ended his life. Finally, Zheng was free to rule without anyone standing in his way. Chapter 3: The Rise of the First Emperor. Over the next few years, Zheng led Qin's armies to victory over rival states: Han, Wei, Chu, Yan, Zhao, and Qi. By 221 BCE, he had unified all of China for the first time. He crowned himself Qin Shi Huang, meaning First Emperor of Qin. But ruling a huge empire made him even more suspicious. He believed that everyone, from his own courtiers to foreign assassins, wanted him dead, and he wasn't wrong. Chapter 4: Assassins Everywhere. In 227 BCE, a man named Jing Kai tried to kill the emperor. He tricked Qin Shi Huang by presenting the severed head of a traitor hidden in a map. When the emperor leaned in, Jing Kai attacked. Qin Shi Huang struggled to draw his sword. It was too long. He ran around a pillar, dodging Jing Kai's dagger, until finally freeing his sword and striking back. Jing Kai was cut down, and the emperor survived. But his fear only grew stronger. Another assassin, Gao Jianli, tried later. Blinded as punishment for his ties to Jing Kai, Gao pretended to be a simple musician. He waited for the right moment, loaded his instrument with heavy lead, and aimed to kill Qin Shi Huang during a performance. He missed and was swiftly executed. From then on, the emperor trusted no one. He stayed locked away in giant palaces, hidden behind layers of guards and secret tunnels. Chapter 5: Rule Through Fear. Qin Shi Huang wasn't just paranoid, he ruled with an iron fist. He banned all weapons among the people and melted them into giant bronze statues to stand guard outside his palace. He placed stone monuments across his empire, bragging about how great he was. After a bad storm during one of his tours, he even gave a tree the title of fifth-rank counselor because it protected him from the rain. But when things didn't go his way, he lashed out. When bad winds delayed a river crossing, he ordered an entire forest to be cut down, blaming its spirit for the inconvenience. And when scholars criticized him, in 213 BCE, he ordered thousands of books burned, keeping only texts about farming and medicine. The next year, he buried 460 scholars alive and stoned 700 more to death for following Confucian ideas. Chapter 6. The Hunt for Immortality. As he grew older, Qin Shi Huang became obsessed with living forever. He ordered alchemists to create potions for immortality, but the potions were full of mercury, poisoning him slowly over the years. He sent ships across the seas to find mythical islands where immortals were said to live. When his envoys returned with no success, they lied, blaming a giant sea monster. The emperor, desperate, joined the expedition himself, armed with a crossbow, to kill the monster. Of course, he found nothing. Meanwhile, he had already begun building a massive underground mausoleum at Mount Li. Inside, rivers of mercury flowed, deadly traps awaited thieves, and over 8,000 clay soldiers, the famous terracotta army, stood ready to protect him in the afterlife. Chapter 7. The End of the First Emperor. In 211 BCE, a meteor fell from the sky near Dongjun. It had an eerie message carved into it. The first emperor will die, and his land will be divided. Panicked, Qin Shi Huang ordered everyone who lived near the meteor to be executed. He even destroyed the meteor itself, but death was coming for him, no matter what. In 210 BCE, while on a tour of eastern China, Qin Shi Huang suddenly died. Most historians believe years of mercury poisoning finally caught up to him. For 2 weeks, his officials pretended he was still alive, fearing rebellion. But the truth couldn't be hidden for long. Qin Shi Huang, who wanted to live forever, died just like every other mortal. Today, Qin Shi Huang is remembered as a man who shaped China's future and as a ruler haunted by fear. His Great Wall still stands, his terracotta army still guards him, and his darkest secrets live on. If you enjoyed this journey into history's most fascinating rulers, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. What do you think was Qin Shi Huang's craziest moment?